This week's vlog is going to be again about seeing. It seems to be a theme with me lately. But have you ever looked at one of those pictures where just little bits are randomly revealed at a time until maybe halfway or 2/3 of the picture is revealed and then you can figure out what it is and it's kind of fun? Well, that's kind of the way God works with our lives. He's always working and He does reveal. And I'm going to read you a scripture. It's John 5:17, and it says, "But Jesus replied, 'My Father is always working, so am I.'" Do you see God working in your life? Sometimes we can see it best in hindsight. That old saying, 2020 is hindsight. And that's a good thing. In John 13:7, Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." That's a good scripture about hindsight. Now, sometimes we see in the midst. In Isaiah 65:24 it says, "Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear." So, sometimes, we see what the Lord's doing when we can look back. Sometimes we can see right in the middle of whatever is happening. But sometimes we see in the future. And that is in Habakkuk 2:3, and the word says, "For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end. It will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." So do you see God working? Hindsight vision, that looking back, it builds faith. I can't tell you how many times I have looked back on what the Lord has done in my life that I couldn't see at the time, but I can see it now. And it builds my faith. We can do that with the Word as well. We can look in the Word and see all kinds of ways that God worked in people's lives. And He loves us all the same, so that can build our faith. If you have mixed vision or current vision, that builds endurance. While we are going through whatever we're going through, whether it's a trial, whether it's a call from the Lord, whether it's everyday living, and we can see God working, that builds endurance. We can keep on. We can keep pushing forward in faith. And then future vision, that builds hope. When the Lord has told us something is going to happen, we hope for it. We wait for it. We look for it. We watch for it. And it builds hope. Do you practice all three? Hindsight, current or in the midst, and future vision to see God working? There's lots of benefits. I'm telling you, the benefits are wonderful. You can have more peace. You will have joy. You'll have a deeper intimacy with the Father, Son, and Spirit. You're going to have greater kingdom fruit, meaning you're going to have a better impact on others' lives to lead them to Jesus, to help them in their walk with Jesus, to glorify God. You're going to have greater kingdom fruit. You're going to have less fear and less anxiety and increased trust when you actively see God working. Look for Him, and I promise you will see Him. My name is Candy Rice, and this is Living Hope. And this is a ministry where I teach the physical, mental, and spiritual healing truths that I have learned from walking with the Lord actively for 21 years, but also specifically for what He taught me as I went through clinical depression, and He brought me out of it and healed me. So if you would like to hear more, if you would like me to come share at a live event you're having, whether it's one of your Sunday services, whether it's a weeknight service, whether it's a retreat or a cell group, a youth group, whatever, any kind of meeting or event, contact me. I'd be glad to come and share. You can reach me through Facebook, or you can reach me through my website at candyrice.org. Do you see God working today?